Hi Scorpio, welcome to your mid-October general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Scorpio. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Scorpio and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear and set the energy for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and see what is going on in your love life from now to the end of October. And with this reading, I am tuning into an energy that's in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment. Whether you are single or you're taken, whether you're in a connection or in separation with this energy, what energy wants to come through for you and why? Okay, first we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. First of all, I'm feeling very strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could be connected to an earth sign. This earth sign could try to connect with you. You could have also met this energy at work. So there could be a work crush thing going on. And as I said that, here's flirt. Okay, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Ooh, yeah. If it's not like you work with them, you may have collaborated with them on a project. Maybe you met them in a class. Maybe you met them in school. And they're coming back around. They are definitely, like, if you guys have figured or thought, like, are they flirting with me? They absolutely are. And they've gotten, like, really close to you. And I wonder if you felt that tension, like when they leaned in to tell you something, and I see it like it's in an office meeting and they like whispered or said something to you private, but it wasn't enough to make you kind of think like, huh, are they hitting on me? But it was enough to make you wonder. Attraction, yeah. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Ooh, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay. So yeah, the attraction around you, Scorpio, is very strong right now. I do feel that you are starting to notice the glances. You are starting to notice people that are staring at you, that want your number, that, I don't know, there's just some sort of magnetism that you are providing right now in your life for love and romance to flourish, to grow. But there's particularly, I'm so picking up here, like some sort of workplace romance, someone at work that has a crush on you. And I do feel that this could be something that turns out a lot more serious than you thought. And I wonder if this workplace person is going to eventually ask you out. And they haven't yet because they're nervous. They haven't yet maybe because they didn't want to deem it inappropriate. But they are definitely thinking about you. They're wondering if you would feel the same. And I'm even seeing like you guys like message each other through like chatting through your work like portal. Oof, okay. Let's keep going. Tell me more. Like Slack or something like that? Tell me more about this energy surrounding Scorpio. Shallow. Okay. Superficiality, boredom, and blank. Bottom of the deck, we have frozen, silent, stillness, no words. Okay, so maybe this is why it hasn't really advanced yet, Scorpio. You may feel like this person is kind of shallow, really into themselves, maybe trying to flex. I wonder if this is even like a manager or a boss for some of you guys. But yeah, I think like you almost feel as if this person is very strongly attracted to you, flirting with you, but is there dimension there? Is there depth there? Because if I have to tell you one thing, Scorpio needs depth, okay? So I wonder if that's like the one thing that's kind of stopping you, especially if you figure that this person is only wanting like sex, or if this person is just kind of a player, a flirt, is known to be one. They know how attractive they are, and I think that's kind of something. It's not like confidence where you're like, oh yeah, I know I'm good looking, and they kind of remain humble. They know they're good looking, but they like overdo it in a sense. And I really do feel like they think they can get anyone they want, and right now, Scorpio, their eye is on you. Okay, let's get into the tarot because I am curious to see how this unfolds. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Scorpio? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? My goodness. You guys have a lot of major arcanas here. Whoa. Okay. All right. I feel this is someone you've kind of like turned away before, or they've tried to make an advancement, and again, because of the superficiality or because you aren't impressed yet, they feel almost as if you're playing hard to get, Scorpio, or that you are kind of trying to see what else they can do here. And it's kind of surprised them, because usually I feel like with this type of person, they can get anyone at a snap of the fingers. They're very seductive. They're very confident. But with you, it's been proving to be a lot harder than that. So this is like the first challenge you've provided them, Scorpio. And if this is someone you don't know at work, then it's just someone who's just hungry for you right now. And the more you resist, the more they want it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Taurus energy, Libra energy. I mean, for you guys, like the first time they saw you, they knew they had to shoot their shot. You are a classic beauty, or you're very handsome. Some of you, it's even like you don't even have to wear makeup. You don't even have to do much to get ready in the morning, but you still are one of the better looking people that are around. And it's that natural beauty that you kind of exude that has made them really curious, especially if they are a little bit more superficial. They go for people that may spend a lot of money on their clothes, on their hair, on their jewelry, on their watches, on their accessories, and maybe even people that like they follow on social media. They're very like influency, fake type of look. But Scorpio, like you're exuding something that I think is trying to tell them there's more to love and romance than just the superficiality, the physicality of this. Now, they may know you're a parent, and maybe in the past you used like watching your kids or picking your kids up in a way to kind of blow them off from not going on a date with them. But in some way, Scorpio, I feel with this Empress energy here, they know you are high potential, high status, and not just like the need for someone to pay your bills, but the need for someone to actually show you that they're going to be a providing, loving, giving partner in the way that you would in return. And you will not accept anything half-ass. Wow, so let's get into it. How they feel about you is the Strength card. Leo energy. Yeah, I mean, they're trying their best to hold back the passions and desires that they feel for you. because they don't want to come off too strong. They don't want to come off too intense. Someone could drive a black car, I'm feeling, or have like a black leather couch, black suede couch, I'm seeing as well. Someone could also like to wear animal print or have like an animal print type of tattoo. But I feel with this strength here, yeah, they are deciding that they're going to dig their heels in and see where this can go with you. Now, I gotta say, Scorpio, this person, they go for what they want with tenacity, with stubbornness. And I feel in a way that they are used to calling the shots. Like I said, I kind of get that feeling they're used to having people like just do what they tell them to do, be excited to date them, but you're giving them a lot more to act on than what they would usually or normally do. I feel with the strength card here, though, that they just kind of want to make you yours as like accepting a challenge almost. If they could have you, the Empress, whether you're, this has nothing to do with gender or sex, but just someone who anyone would want to have on their arm, anyone that they would be happy to show off. They would feel like they have succeeded in getting a big catch, Scorpio. But again, I don't know. It's something about that it doesn't sit well with you. I'm seeing cobblestone for some reason too. That could be by someone's house leading up to someone's workspace. What they think about you is the Lovers. Gemini energy, Taurus energy. Okay, I gotta be real with you, Scorpio, and say that this person has a lot of sexual fantasies about you, where they can imagine doing you, where they can imagine just leaning in and kissing you, what you would sound like when you moan, what you would sound like when you grunt. It's that sexual, okay? I gotta keep it PG-13 for YouTube, but yeah, they have tons of sexual fantasies that involve you, and the longer you make them hold out, or the longer you kind of don't give in, the more they want it. But again, like with this true love card here, I think what they're not prepared for is that once they kind of start to really dig into this, if they really do want to give a chance and opportunity, again, you're not going to settle for something that's half-assed. You're not going to really go for it unless they truly mean it. I don't think they know what they're signing up for, Scorpio. Because once a Scorpio has you on lock, it's pretty hard to just kind of detach from that. And I feel with this Lovers card here, they're really, like their higher selves are kind of starting to indicate that this attraction, this need for you, want for you is surpassing any sort of shallow, superficial needs that originally they thought they only had with you. Someone may wear gold earrings, like gold diamond studs or gold hoop earrings quite a bit. Or like a golden pendant, I'm seeing as well, like a coin pendant. What they like the most about you is temperance. Sagittarius energy, Libra energy for me as a reader. You could have Sagittarius moon rising. You could have Libra moon rising. Does not have to be the case. But what I feel with this temperance card is that, yeah, you are just hard to impress, hard to get a reaction out of, but you're waiting your time. I do feel as if you feel the attraction. I do feel that you may have flirted back a couple times, but again, I think you've learned from the past what happens when you start to open up too soon, what happens when you start to show your feelings too soon, and that's something that you're not looking to kind of mess up again, so you're taking your time. I do feel as if, Scorpio, you're playing your cards right with this temperance card. You may come off as a bit shy. You may come off as a bit just, I'm hearing it, unimpressed. And again, that's a challenge for them. Because all with the shallow energy, they like to impress people. They like to flex. And it's just this temperance energy. It's a lot harder to kind of get your attention. You have a very soft voice, a very quiet voice. Maybe some people think it's hard to understand you because they think you're like talking a little bit quietly. What they don't like about you is the Five of Pentacles. Taurus energy, very strong Taurus energy in this reading, by the way. But I kind of feel with this, yeah, like because you haven't bit the bait automatically, they feel like you are kind of rejecting them or have been rejecting them. Even if that's not solely what your intentions were, you're just not so easy to give in. But I do wonder if they tried to invite you to a dinner, tried to invite you to a date, and you backed out or had to cancel. And they were kind of hurt by that, especially if they bought tickets to something. I kind of also feel with this Five of Pentacles energy here that work may be the only thing kind of keeping you from fully diving into this, whether you think it would be unprofessional or inappropriate. And they feel like you're, especially if you're very professional, that work is kind of the only thing that's stopping and blocking you from wanting to partake in this. But there's someone who always gets cold, who always needs to turn the air conditioner on like full blast. One of the two. I'm seeing with this like frozen energy almost. Or again, just like when they try to flirt, when they try to whisper to you or slightly touch you, it's like you're not giving in, you're not reacting. And that hurts their ego for sure, Scorpio. What they like the most about this connection is the Moon card. Pisces energy, Cancer energy. Yeah, there's just mystery around this, Scorpio. Mystery around if you feel the same way. Mystery around you as a person. What it is about you that's not making yourself throw yourselves at them like a lot of other people do. I feel with this Moon card energy as well that maybe you guys have worked together late at nights, especially if it was like a collaboration or a project. You two were the only ones in the office and you kind of built something there that night between the two of you. Something that started to feel a little bit more romantic than just professional. But yeah, I think the mystery is what kind of gets them, Scorpio. Not knowing what it is that makes you tick, not knowing how they can kind of impress you is something that, although it frustrates them at times, is really the one thing that's making them want you this badly. What they don't like about this connection is the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy for me as a reader. Things have not been going in their favor thus far. They really did try to pull out some tricks. They really did try to, offer you some things, and it still hasn't taken off. They wonder if this is something that is meant to kind of move forward between the two of you, if it can even move forward between the two of you. And I also kind of feel with this Wheel of Fortune here, things that may be outside of both of your control that could kind of provide obstacles within this. Like if someone has to take a lot of business trips, if there are certain emergencies that someone needs to take time off for and you haven't seen them because of that, or they haven't seen you because of it, whatever it is. There's been a lot that they feel has been kind of like stagnating this connection between the two of you. I feel with this Wheel of Fortune here, yeah, they just didn't get the jackpot that easily. And they thought they would have had it by now. And with strength in the Lovers, like it's harder and harder for them to hold back from this than just kind of saying to hell with it and going for it, but they don't want to mess it up. They don't want to make the wrong move. That would ultimately make you uninterested and push you away. If there's an older friend you have at work, they don't like that older friend, and maybe that older friend has picked up on the two of you and your chemistry, and the older friend has advised you before not to be with that person or go for that person, and they heard about it. Highest hopes is Ace of Cups in reverse. Interesting. So if they did try to hit on you very overtly before, if they did try to like ask you on a date and they felt like rejected, they think there's still hope in kind of reversing that. They're hoping that like if you haven't been giving off the signs and signals that you're really feeling a certain way, that they can change it. But if they can't have you, Scorpio, I feel like they're trying to emotionally disconnect then. Try to maybe frame it as some sort of sexual temptation type of thing. But with the Lovers and what they think of you, yeah, I don't know. It feels almost as if like it's getting deeper than they even realize for themselves. But knowing that you still haven't signed on to this or have been as interested or engaged as far as what they see, they kind of are starting to feel like maybe I need to pull back a bit. But I do feel there is something here. I'm going to be real with you guys and say like the one fear they have is kind of getting emotionally involved. And so maybe with this Ace of Cups in reverse, how to kind of stop it before it gets too deep. Because they're starting to form here and they're not used to it at all. But the deepest fears is the Five of Cups. Scorpio energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Scorpio or someone with strong Scorpio in their chart. There are 2 5s here. Your birthday could be November 5th, November 15th, perhaps October 25th for some of you guys. But yeah, I feel their biggest fear is being rejected and disappointed. Like their ego is a lot. And to have rejection from the one person they wanted this badly in a long time would be something that embarrasses them. And I feel with this Five of Cups as well, like if you don't take this on, they may have been afraid that they messed things up with other people they could have had. Again, this person's trying hard not to attach, but with the Five of Cups being their worst fears, they're afraid of being a little bit emotionally disappointed. And I feel Scorpio with this Five of Cups as well, like they're afraid that you've already kind of projected onto them that they're going to disappoint you, that, you know, despite the sexual energy or chemistry that's very strong between the two of you, you know they're not good for you. And they almost feel like you're not giving them a chance. Wow. All right, Scorpio, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month that you need to be aware of, know about, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this situation. Just pull some more tarot oracle cards to dive deeper into this. So if you still have questions, let's get those answered now. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find a link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Scorpio, I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it gave you plenty of confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to whatever's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.